It's the Big 12. It's the Big 12 tournament. Everything can happen. You never know who's going to win, but K-State did hold on. They won by 9 over the other purple team in the conference, TCU, and they're on to the semifinals. We're joined now by Gene Taylor, athletics director at Kansas State. Congratulations.
Hey, thanks. It's always good to start out with a win. You know, this tournament is so hard, but it helps when you start out with a win.
And how do you manage it if you're the basketball team and maybe you're involved as well? The striking the balance between, like, okay, you want to win this tournament, but you want guys like Dean Wade and Cartier-Jada healthy for the big dance.
You know, it's a tough balance, and coach has to manage that. And obviously, I don't think we'll see Dean in this tournament, but you really want to win the tournament. You know, I don't think there's any of this, well, let's go easy in that way, but it helps your seed in the NCAA tournament. And then to be able to say you won the regular season and the conference championship tournament, that's hard to do, and that's certainly their goal.
What are the goals left here? Can they get back to Kansas City? How big would that be if they got in that Kansas City region?
Well, it'd be huge for our fan base, and obviously to be able to play, close to home is always big. And so the more we win, the better opportunities for a higher seed, which may help that. But this tournament is so hard to predict and where people are going to go. But yeah, the more we win, it's going to be helpful to where we ultimately end up.
A lot of excitement around the Wildcats here in Kansas City for this Big 12 tournament, and for the football team as well. You hired Chris Kleiman for a second time to come to Manhattan, and it seems like ever since then he's pulled the curtains back. There's been more access, more social media presence. We've seen more of this program.
Right.
Did you know that was going to be the plan with him all along?
Well, we certainly felt that with the coaches we talked to in the process, and Chris obviously being the one that we ultimately hired, that was a big part of that. From a recruiting perspective, they wanted to show K-State what K-State football was all about. In order to do that, you got to give them some inside looks. And Chris was always good with that at North Dakota State, so we sensed it would be here, and our fans have enjoyed it. And I think they've enjoyed seeing some of the behind-the-scenes stuff, and it's been fun for us, too.
And there's stuff in front of the scenes as well. Projects always going on at a university, especially with the athletics director involved. Tell us about the south end zone that's going to be connected down to Bramlage. How's that going to work?
We announced the facility master plan last summer, and we're down to kind of figuring out which is our projects that we're going to start off with. There's a big South End Zone project. There's a volleyball Olympic training center and potentially an indoor football practice facility that we're looking at. But there's a lot of ties into Bramlage that we're trying to look at too. All
right, so it's Kansas State and Iowa State tomorrow. Former Iowa guy, I'm sure you have no problem cheering against the Cyclones. You okay with that?
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I hope they don't hit the 3 like they did against us at home.
All right, so we had Xavier Sneed go off for 19 today. Who's going to be the pick to click tomorrow? Who's going to be the guy that steals the show, that has the most points?
I think you got to always rely on Barry, your senior, and maybe Cam. Those two guys are so consistent. I think those are the guys we're going to have to rely on.
You like seeing Cartier-Jada, the sophomore out there today, didn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. He's so athletic. He does so many good things for us. So he had a big game today for us, no question.
Mitch McGurl, a lot of guys chipping in as well for the Wildcats today. Gene, thanks so much for the time. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Best of luck rest of the way this week and the coming weeks in the NCAA tournament. That is it for now from P&L.